Hello, I'm Jocelyn,
And I'm Taquarius.
and on today's podcast, we're going to talk about same sex marriage and how it's still not legalized in some states.
What is same-sex marriage?
Well, Ty, same sex marriage, also known as gay marriage, is a marriage between two people of the same sex. Example, man and woman.
How does same-sex marriage play a part in our world's history?
In this article, it states that throughout history, same-sex unions have taken place around the world, but laws recognizing such marriages did not start occurring until more modern times. As of 2015, only 17 countries around the globe have laws allowing same-sex couples to become legally married. Support in some countries that don't allow same-sex marriage began rising.
Same-sex marriage has been a big topic because of religious beliefs. For example, in Christianity, it is seen as unholy if a man and man or woman and woman get married. Because of this belief, many people look down on the members of the LGBT community and have been shunned.
So, Ty, why do people choose to go against same-sex marriage?
Well, according to the same-sex marriage has a negative consequence for religious liberty, many opponents of same-sex marriage think that if same-sex marriage stays legal, it would create a conflict with the free exercise of religion for those who believe same-sex marriage is a legal union between one man and one woman as husband and wife. With the pass for same-sex marriage couples to have the same equal rights as heterosexual couples, inflicted very strong feelings in people's religions in the workplace, churches, schools, etc.
So what you're saying is that the reason people are against same-sex marriage is because they feel like it's wrong and they don't feel the need to support it.
Yes, they feel if they support same-sex marriage, they're going against their religion. My evidence to support this theory is a social worker was accused of violating her school's code of conduct when reasons of her faith. She refused to sign a letter to the state legislature advocating adoption by a same-sex couple. The state official denied a same-sex couple adoption of a kid because it was against her faith.
So, during that time, was same-sex marriage legal or illegal?
In my information, it was legal, but she still decided to take matters into her own hands.
I wonder, what did the judicial system have to say about this situation?
The judicial system, they wrote it in redefining adoption laws to include same-sex couples.
Okay, so on to the next topic. So we're going to talk about positivity. Are there any positive or positivity about same-sex marriage?
Yes, there is actually. I found an interesting article. It stated that the United States and Canada both share a continent with similar lesbian rights history. Until the 1960s, Canadian lesbians stayed in the shadow, fearful of prosecution for their sexual orientation. In the late 1960s, a series of social and political developments pushed the lesbians to leave the closet in search of greater personal and political freedoms.
So, Ty, why were the women fearful about this situation?
The women were fearful because the government, but they spoke up and they spoke loud, and this spark lit inspiration for other women.
That is really inspiring. Did they have any events after that happened for this situation?
Actually, yeah, that voice spoke loud enough to spark an influential peaceful march in the U.S. that's going on in its 10th year now.
And what's the name of this event?
The name of this event is called the Dyke March.
I heard about this before. They should be having one coming soon.
There a solution to same-sex marriage?
Yes, there is a solution to same-sex marriage. The solution for same-sex marriage is that the states need to stop recognizing church marriages. In an article, it stated that the couples should have a civil marriage which would be open to anyone and any mixture as decided by a secular state.
Well, in my opinion, it shouldn't matter based on your decisions.
I agree with what you're saying. I mean, if you love someone, you love that person, and there's nothing that no one can do about it. I mean, the decisions you make as a person shouldn't be judged. I mean, people have their opinions, but hey, it's whatever. But I think what you said is a great idea.
Yeah, we all should love one another.
You're right about that.
Well, Jocelyn, I had a great time with you today.
Ty, I had a great time with you. Well, America, that's all we have for today.
Thank you for joining us for the stand of same-sex marriage in our podcast today.
See you next time, and we will have more to come.